Welcome to Sport Africa. My name is Ashalelu Afemi. I hope you had a fantastic weekend for yourselves. Of course, on the continent of Africa, a lot of big footballing stories to talk about on the show today. James Agberibi is here, and together with you, wherever you are joining us from around the world, we will be doing this together. James Agberibi, welcome to the show. And how was your weekend?
Yeah, thank you, Femi. It was a good weekend. Thank God for everything.
Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Sport Africa. Please tell someone to tell someone. Please share our content. And of course, please click on the notification button so that you can get our video as soon as they drop. We've told you that, of course, we'll be taking you into the camp of each of the teams for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And of course, the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations isn't far off. And we're going to be giving you undiluted content like you would not see in the mainstream media. Let's get started today on the show. Of course, okay, so we'll be taking you to the continent roundup. Then the next segment will be the talking point, and of course, stars in diaspora. Then we'll be looking at the review of our big game. Last week we told you about the Titanic Premier League clash in Tanzania between Simba and Young Africans. We'll be telling you how that ended. It was a very, very shocking result. Okay, let's get started on the show. Okay, in the continental roundup, there's been a lot of debate about André Onana, the Cameroonian, and of course, Manchester United goalkeeper. Some are saying that it wouldn't be fair for Onana to dump United for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And again, Thomas Partey will likely not be available to the Black Stars for the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. And of course, he has also been unavailable for selection for Arsenal. So we'll be looking at if he has become a burden to both club and country. Let's quickly go on this break. We'll be back to get to the talking point. Please stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Please subscribe to our channel. We've told you we are bringing you undiluted, unparalleled content on this platform. Please, if you were on Najaspa Fans Forum, please subscribe to this channel because henceforth, this is where we'll be posting all our videos, all the full content of our videos. James, let's get talking about André Onana. Of course, a lot of people have said that it wouldn't be fair for Onana to dump Manchester United for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. You know, they said the club kept faith with him during his turbulent time, particularly the start of his reign at Old Trafford. Do you buy that argument? Because United now are said to be looking at alternatives. Maybe there was a report that they were even looking at bringing back David De Gea to the club, or they're looking for an alternative. But some are saying it wouldn't be fair for Onana. Of course, they know how important playing for your country is, but at this point, the timing of everything is just bad for Onana.
Well, for me, I think it's when Onana was signed, I think the Manchester United were aware that this is an African player that when it comes to January and when forced to that AFCON period, you expected to lose him. So I think they were aware of this before they signed him. So I don't think that should be an issue, or whether he's been ungrateful, or everything now depends on Onana if he still wants to stay back and maybe feel that he has a lot to justify in Manchester United. You know, so for me, let us wait and see if they cannot stop him because he's a top quality goalkeeper. He has been to the AFCON before. He has been to the World Cup, but I don't think this should be enough reason to cause problem. After all, he has the other goalkeepers too. Fine, is the first choice, but I don't think him going to the AFCON should be a big issue. But everything now left to him because you know how he left the Cameroonian camp at the World Cup. So
yeah,
let's just see if he's going to represent Cameroon at the AFCON. So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, but wouldn't you think that if he eventually goes to the AFCON and United signs a goalkeeper, that is maybe even performs more than Onana, because of course you know that he's been under intense scrutiny since he arrived at United from Inter, just of recent that he is beginning to show his quality. Don't you think that might likely affect his chances on the long run with United?
I mean, in the general transfer window, it's always difficult to get quality players. It's only a handful of clubs who end up getting top players. So I don't think there's any world-class goalkeeper that any club will want to let go of their top goalkeeper. So even if it goes to the AFCON, I don't think it's going to affect him. Like I said, United knew what they were signing when they went for him. They know that the AFCON is something that African players always take part in. So, like I said, in the general transfer window is always a window where a lot of clubs don't really partake in it because you don't get the best of the best during that period. It's only a handful of clubs who end up being lucky. But like I said, there won't be any issue. Yeah, I believe that if he should go to the AFCON, he will still go and come back and still be the number one. He has not been that too bad. It's just that he's in a team that is struggling. And in the couple of games, he has been able to, live up to expectations. So it's just for him to build on from there. So it shouldn't be something that should cause a kind of a big problem for Manchester United.
Okay, so of course we know that Cameroon will actually be looking out for Onana to be in their team to the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire because it's going to be it's one of the biggest names for the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Okay, James, let's talk about Thomas Partey. You're an Arsenal fan. Of course, for some games now, he's been unavailable for selection because of injuries after injury after injury. Now, the news coming from Ghana is that he will likely miss the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Remember, he missed the last game of the 2023 AFCON qualifier for the Black Stars. Now, is Partey gradually becoming a burden for both club and country because he's been unavailable even for Ghana, even when they needed him most. Now, this is entering the crucial stage of the qualifiers now because it's early to bed, early to rise. If you get your games, your point as early as you can in the qualifier, good for you. But a key player like Thomas Partey will likely not be there, and you can't even tell when he's going to be available.
Well, it's so unfortunate what's happening to Partey because he's a top player, and injury is always part of the game. Even when he came to Arsenal, in a couple of games, he struggled with fitness. He was able to overcome it. Last season, he showed what he can do, but it's still this injury thing. And when injury starts setting in, it's kind of a continuous something that will just hamper a player's progress. He has not been able to give his 100% because of injuries. Even at the last international break, Arsenal had to send a physio, I think, or one of their medical staff to kind of be with him.
Follow him to the US.
Exactly, so it's just like like a egg now that they are just holding that they are trying to take care of so that it won't, because it's
fragile.
So it's very fragile, So he played a huge part for Ghana when they qualified for the World Cup, and you want such a player to still be around, but injuries is just not allowing him to do what he's not to do best. Even he's also showing in the Arsenal team, So I think both Arsenal and Ghana, they have to start preparing for life outside the party because you can't continue relying on a player who cannot guarantee you 100%. He's a top player, but when injury keeps coming up, you have to start preparing for life outside such player. So let's just hope you'll be able to recover. But how long are you going to keep on handling the player like that? You just have to start looking elsewhere. So that just football injury is part of the game, so you just have to live with it.
Okay, James, it seems you dodged a bullet. Do you think he has become a burden to both club and country?
No, it's not a burden. The thing is, it's just for the club or the country to start looking elsewhere. It's not just a burden. If at least they've done enough, giving him the best of treatment, and and he's I think he's 30, and when he gets to that stage and injury keeps coming, he's no more a young player that can recover on time. But as it is now, it keeps, today he plays, tomorrow is in the medical room, So it's not, to me, it's not a body. It's just unfortunate that he keeps getting injured. So that's just part of the game.
Okay. Let's take it to our fans. Of course, do you think it will be fair for André Onana to abandon Manchester, a struggling Manchester United side at this time for the AFCON. Of course, the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier will be kicking off in about 2 weeks' time. Now, in January, December, as a matter of fact, it will be expected to be released by United. Do you think it will be fair for Onana to abandon United and go for the AFCON? And of course, Thomas Partey, do you think he has become a burden to both club and country? Please let us know in the comment section. We'll go on this very brief break. When we return, we'll be looking at African stars doing wonders in the diaspora. Please stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Please, like we've told you, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, because henceforth, this is where we'll be posting all our full content. All our videos will be posted on this content. Please click on the notification button and tell someone to tell someone about this channel. Now, James, let's talk about stars in diaspora. Of course, it has to be Mama Kudus, because the young Ghanaian is in form. He scored 5 goals in 7 games for West Ham United. And of course, remember when he first got to West Ham, he wasn't even starting, but now he's seemingly undroppable for David Moyes. And it seems that he has become a fan's favorite at the club. Of course, during last week in the Carabao Cup, he scored against Arsenal, and he scored another wonderful goal over the weekend in the Premier League. So he has to be one of our stars in the diaspora doing wonders today.
Yes, a good one for West Ham. And I think David Moyes did a good job in not throwing him into the mix immediately he got to the club. He had to bring him on gradually so that he's able to warm himself into the style of football in England. And I think he has adapted quickly. I saw the goal he scored. I think that should be contender for goal of the week or goal of the season. Goal of the no. It's still
okay.
The season is still young,
Style,
so I can say
style
yes.
And the intelligence, yeah.
Yes, for goal of the month, I think that should be one of the contenders. So I think it's a good start for him. Like I said, he's been able to adapt quickly, and David Moyes too. He didn't just throw him into, because there are players who from the word go, they just couldn't hack it. But he's somebody that was brought in gradually, and he's been able to show the stuff he's made of. So good one for him, and also good one for Ghana. The World Cup qualifier just around the corner, and you want your top stars to be banging in the goals. And we'll be talking about strikers. So I think Ghana has found a solution to their goal scoring problem.
Okay, hopefully. Okay,
hopefully.
Our second star in the diaspora is Eliud Kipchoge. Yesterday, he turned 39. He has spent 21 years in the world of athletics. Of course, a 2-time Olympic champion. He's broken several records, track record, and of course, in 2012, when he switched to long road races, he has broken also a number of records. Yesterday, Eliud Kipchoge turned 39. James, the way football is to Brazil is the way athletics is to Kenyans, and these are the stats that made it up, or that makes it happen.
Exactly. Like Kipchoge is somebody who's when you mention it, you always know that these are the people who have brought pride to Kenya and also to Africa. When it comes to the Olympics and when it comes to the distance, the marathon, give it to the Kenyans. Year in, year out, they always churn out the stars, and Kipchoge has been one of those who have been flying the flag of Kenya and also the flag of Africa. And happy birthday to him, and we hope to see him hale and healthy in the next Olympic in Paris. And I bet you, all things being equal, and I see him getting another gold medal. So even if he doesn't, we know that you'll be rest assured that a Kenyan is waiting somewhere to take over for him, because it's just there. They've monopolized it, and nobody's even arguing with them about it. So congratulations to him, and happy birthday to him.
Okay, so Eliud Kipchoge, we are saying happy birthday to you on Sport Africa. Let's quickly go on this break. Last break on the show. Then we'll return to talk about the results of the big match between Simba and Young Africans. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. It's still Sport Africa. Of course, James Agribi is still here, and we are still doing all the talking together, including you wherever you are around the world. James, let's talk about over the weekend, Simba versus Young Africans. It ended 5-1 in favor of Young Africans. Young Africans, I don't know what I don't know the adjective to describe that result. 5-1. It reminded me of how City took United apart some years back, 6-1 at Old Trafford. This is similar to what we witnessed in the Tanzania League over the weekend. No one saw this coming. I remember you and I think Kayode, you were talking about maybe Simba winning the game because the head-to-head has been very close. The affairs between these two teams have been very close. But again, young Africans have shown that they are forging into reckoning on as not.
Yeah, Femi, I remember what I said. I told you it was going to be a close
Close.
one. A
Yeah,
close
yeah.
one. That was what I said,
But this
because
isn't close at all. This isn't
no,
close
no,
at all. 5-1.
it was an annihilation, a humiliating
Yeah,
result.
annihilation. That is the
For a
adjective. Yeah.
for a derby, So Young Africans went into the game winning their last three games, and Simba they've not lost for like over 10 games, and when it comes to the derby, the form book is always thrown out the window. And Young African came to the party and they showed their stuff. So good advertisement for Tanzanian league, and it only goes to show that the league is growing, and despite the fact that it's still a young league, but they're doing all the best. They're making sure the two big teams get the publicity they deserve, and good advertisement to them. And it's rubbing off on them. Looking at them at the continental competition, they've been showing their stuff. So we look forward to the reverse fixture, and maybe at least it's going to be a close contest, because I don't think Simba will want to suffer the same fate again. 5-1, it was just too much for a derby.
So you think Simba will go
was
to
too
Young
much.
African and exact some revenge? Is that what you're saying?
It's possible. It's possible, because I know that this heavy defeat will play in their mind when the reverse fixture come calling. So congratulations to Young Africans, and let's see how they fare in the remainder of the season.
Okay, Young Africans, they are the champions in the Tanzanian league, and of course, before this game, they were topping the table by goal difference ahead of Simba. But with this now, they've opened a 3-point gap on Simba. So it seems the Young Africans might likely be the favorite, though it's still too close to call, but they might likely run away with the title once again. Please subscribe to this channel, Sport Africa. We will no longer upload our content on Naija Fans Forum. So this is the new platform to subscribe to. Please tell someone to tell someone. Those are subscribers on Naija Fans Forum. Please tell them to migrate to this channel. We appreciate you so much for keeping faith with us all this the period with Naija Fans Forum, now Sport Africa. We promise that we will give you content that you've not even seen on Naija Fans Forum, because this is coming with some sumptuous meal, so tasty that you can't resist. James Agberebi, thank you for coming on the show today. We appreciate you so much.
It's a pleasure, Femi. Thank you very much.
And to our fans around the world, we appreciate you for keeping faith in Naija Fans Forum wherever you are: Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia. We appreciate you so much. Please, concerning the talking points, please let us know what you think about André Onana, and of course, Thomas Partey in the comment section. We'll see you on Friday with another big footballing stories on the continent. I remain Ashalulu Afemi. Have a fantastic week ahead. Bye for now.